I'll also be signing an executive order to begin the process of fundamentally reforming and overhauling FEMA, or maybe getting rid of FEMA. I think, frankly, FEMA is not good. I think when you have a problem like this, I think you want to go and, whether it's a Democrat or Republican governor, you want to use your state to fix it and not waste time calling FEMA. And then FEMA gets here and they don't know the area. They've never been to the area. And they want to give you rules that you've never heard about. They want to bring people that aren't as good as the people you already have. And FEMA's turned out to be a disaster. And you could go back a long way. You could go back to Louisiana. You could go back to some of the things that took place in Texas. It turns out to be the state that ends up doing the work. It just complicates it. I think we're going to recommend that FEMA go away. And we pay directly. We pay a percentage to the state. But the state should fix it.
Ladies and gentlemen, when over 100 Americans lose their lives in a catastrophic flood, when families are still searching for loved ones swept away by water in Texas, accountability isn't optional, it's urgent. And tonight, the Trump administration just made a major move. David Richardson, the interim head of FEMA, has resigned after only 6 months in office, a rare fast-track exit triggered by outrage over how the federal response was handled during this summer's Texas floods that tragically killed more than 130 people, including at a children's camp. Critics say FEMA was slow, disorganized, and unprepared. Supporters of the administration argue FEMA's problems go back decades, and President Trump is stepping in to reform an agency that's failed Americans across multiple presidencies, from Hurricane Katrina to recent controversies over politically biased aid distribution. People inside the administration say this shakeup was necessary, pointing to structural failures, red tape, and concerns that past leadership focused more on optics than operations. Trump officials claim Richardson's departure signals a harder reset approach, tightening emergency response and refocusing FEMA on action, not bureaucracy. Whether you believe this is reform or fallout, here's the reality. When disaster strikes, Americans don't care about politics. They care about results. And tonight, with one resignation, the pressure just intensified. You're watching B27, where truth gets loud. So tell me, is this the wake-up call FEMA needed, or too little too late for those who already paid the price?